Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shooting It Straight with Donnie C. I am your host, Donnie C. I want to thank everybody for coming out, hanging out with us, spending some time. We love having you here. So thanks for coming. And when I say we, I mean me and my good friend Dave. Dave, how you doing today?
I'm good, Don. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. So normally it's just me and Dave, and we just go through our conversations and everything else. But in this whole podcasting world that we live in now, me and Dave are trying new things and testing out the waters and seeing what's happening. And with that being said, we're going to change up the format a little bit today.
Got a special guest.
We have a special guest, a gentleman that I know nothing about outside of some of the questions and feedback that he's given us from the beginning of the podcasts.
Yes.
Even some of the practice podcasts that haven't been let out there. And you might see some of that too. But a good friend of Dave's, his friend George. George, welcome to the show.
Hello, everyone. How are we?
Good. So, George, a little background on George. George has been with us since the very beginning of the show, and he's been very supportive. So, first and foremost, thank you, George. I appreciate it because I've never actually seen you face to face. I've heard of you, and we've talked through Dave and whatnot. And ever since I got social media, I've actually got to learn a little bit about your character just through your posts and whatnot because I'm a social media junkie now.
Oh, I know. I noticed that. Yes.
Yep. I'm trying to like everybody's stuff. I'm trying to see it. I'm trying to be on there. I try. And George, he used to send us questions all the time. If you guys have questions and you want my opinion, because who doesn't? I don't know why you'd want my opinion, but you're here watching us, so I love it. But if you want, shooting it straight, wdc@gmail.com. You shoot us your emails. I don't get to see them. Dave sees them. He reads them. He asks me on the air while we're recording. And I give you my honest answer. And the honesty, sometimes it's good, sometimes a little rocky. But I give you exactly what I think. And it's my opinion. So if you don't like it, come up with your own and write it back in some of the comments.
But this episode, I don't have to ask the questions.
No, this episode, and this is one of the reasons why we have George on. This is a special episode. It's a little bit different. George had written in some questions for Dave, and me and Dave were discussing it. And since George has been with us since the beginning, we said, well, as kudos to George and thank you to George, maybe we can pull him up and he can directly ask me the questions. So now, not only am I not doing my job on the show, Dave is also not doing his job. And he sees how nice it is, not having the pressure.
We're going to do this more often now.
So you never know. You might be able to ask me your questions directly too. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully it works out. Listen, if you've watched the show and you follow the show, you realize we have no idea what the fuck's going on usually.
No.
We're flying by the seat of our pants, but that's what I love to do. So that's what we're doing. And speaking of flying by the seat of our pants, I want to talk about a set of pants. I talked to one of our friends, and he had brought up me seeing women in Jeeps and how much I find them very attractive and very sexy when they got the little half tops on and the hats and the whole nine and everything else. And then he brought up yoga pants. And he said to me, what is your take on yoga pants? Because I find them very hot. And I go, well, it depends on the person wearing them, but they can be very, very, very hot. Because the way they mold to a body, especially if you're going to the gym and you're working on your body and you have a fine-ass body, and then you put yoga pants on, we see that fine ass on that body, among other things. And my take is, I love it. I love it. But not everybody should wear yoga pants. There are some women that should not wear yoga pants. And if they're comfortable and you like them, God bless you, wear them. And I'm not saying don't, but in my opinion, I try and cover up some of my stuff. I try not to put it out there as much. And yoga pants don't hide anything. If I put on yoga pants, you'd see if I was circumcised. So, is it okay that these women are wearing them? Sure. Sure it is. You can wear whatever you want. But that doesn't mean I have to enjoy the view. But
I'm going to put your feet to the fire. What type of women or men should not be wearing yoga pants, Don?
I don't think any man should be wearing yoga pants because I don't want to see it. And if you got more rolls than a bakery, I don't think you should be wearing yoga pants. But that's just me. If you got the baker's dozen, maybe not. That's just me. If you want to wear them, by all means wear them. I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying don't. Just not my style. But I was at the gym with my wife. We went to the gym. And Dave, you know me. I don't go to the gym ever. Ever. I I've had a gym membership for probably about a year and a half. I've never gone. I went twice so far because my wife wanted to go, and I finally said okay. I used to date girls who worked at the gym, never went to the gym. It was free membership. I still didn't go.
You've never started a conversation with me by the way, Dave, I was at the gym today, and
Right.
never happened.
No, never. So, Dave, I was at the gym the other day.
Nice. Go ahead.
Thank you. And I was working. Me and my wife did a workout. We did our legs. We did this. We did that. And I'm a big component of stretching. Dave, you notice? You know I can do splits and stuff like
Yes.
that. George, you don't know this yet, but
Yeah.
very flexible.
Yes.
So after the workout, I stretch because I want to make sure that my muscles are still flexible and everything else. I'm on the mats and I'm stretching next to my wife, literally right next to each other. These two women who are in sports bras and yoga pants, and that's fine, or yoga shorts even, yoga shorts, which are very similar to the yoga pants.
Mm-hmm.
They start stretching right next to us to the point where the one woman is bending over stretching, and I look at my wife, and I look back, and I look back at my wife, and I look back, and then after everything's all said and done, I look at my wife, I go, if you want, I can draw you a picture of her vagina. Because it was so ridiculously tight that I saw everything and anything that I could have literally got a pen and pad. If there was a sketch artist there and she was missing, I'd know how to find her. It was unreal.
Did you enjoy the view?
I wasn't mad at it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
That's
no,
all that matters.
Of course I did. No, Dave, it was
Okay,
a
so then-
disgrace to humankind.
No, I'm just trying to get to the point like that. So this person should be wearing yoga pants.
Yeah,
this
no,
was
she
not
could've
a
been,
non.
and it was
yeah.
fine.
Okay.
But the point of it is, as much as you should be wearing them, should you still be wearing them?
I have no idea.
Would you want your wife, girlfriend, or anybody else to wear something that, or your child for that matter, to wear something that's so obvious that what you have underneath is what you have underneath?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did these pants ever come into existence, and how did they become such a great thing for everybody to wear? I don't understand it.
Aren't they the new spandex?
They're like the new spandex.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
And everybody's wearing them. And many should. I've seen many celebrities that look good in them. I've seen many women going to the gym that look good in them. But
This goes back to a previous conversation we had about the women that they'll.
if you show it, are we allowed to look?
There you go.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
If you put, like, when I tell you this person, I'm working out here, I'm stretching here, doing my legs, doing it. She's here. She was literally right there. Dave, I'm not even playing. If I sneezed, I might have cheated on my wife by accident. That's all I'm saying. Is that right or wrong? And should it be to the point where everybody's wearing them in the gym? Do you think that's a good idea or a bad idea? Anything?
I
ahead,
don't care
George.
what people wear. I go to Walmart at 2:00 in the morning and I see all sorts of things. So, whatever.
Right. There's definitely some spandex at Walmart.
Yeah, there's a lot of things at Walmart.
That might be in the category of stuff you don't want to see at Walmart. Though.
Yeah, I'm so dead inside, nothing really bothers me anymore. So,
Fair enough. Okay.
I think in the gym, that's what they wear. You know what I mean? So that's what you're going to see there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But you know, should your clam be hanging out, or probably not.
I cannot express to you how crazy it was to me. Like, I get yoga pants, but then to that level,
Right. But
and then you expect men not to approach you or say something, and then you get upset by it. And I'm like, how can you get upset? When
I'm going to
put it
shame
out
you.
there?
I'm going to shame you. It's 2023. You should not be looking at other women's crotches.
I look
Shame
back
on
and
you.
forth.
no,
Shame.
I think you should be, because if they're wearing it, obviously they know what they have. So they want people to not necessarily touch or talk to them, but look at least.
Right.
Okay.
Make
There
him
you
feel
go.
sexy. He
Yeah.
was looking. Did you see that guy? He was looking. Of course he was looking. He almost sneezed into your vagina. That's not an issue.
she was advertising and you were, trying to attempt to buy that. No.
I was not attempting to buy anything. Nope, no, sir. Not even rent to buy. Nope, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's why you said you went to the gym twice. Did you go back the next week to see if she was there again?
Stretching.
This was the spot I was stretching. Where did she go?
I've been here this whole time. She's not back yet. Honey, we have to go back this day at this time again.
Yes.
It was crazy. It was crazy. I just don't understand yoga pants. They're hot and they're sexy, but a little bit too revealing, I think. A little too much. There's nothing to the imagination at all. But,
I'll wear a pair next week. You can tell me if they're too revealing.
Dave, you tell me. Wear them to work, George.
Yeah,
I'll wear them tomorrow.
Okay.
Perfect. Dave, take a picture. We'll post it.
Oh, God.
Make it hot or not. Smash your pants.
Smash your pants, George.
Smash your pants on George in yoga
I think I
pants.
won't. I got a pair around here somewhere.
Oh. Holy shit.
All right,
Okay.
so let's get to the meat and potatoes of the show, which is the question. So, George, you've got some questions for me. Dave, you're relaxing and doing nothing but pulling up some banners.
Yep.
George, what do you got
All right.
for me?
Your first question. If you could hang out with any celebrity, musician, actor, athlete, anybody in their hometown, who would it be and why would you choose that person?
Dead or alive, or it doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter. Dead, alive, almost dead.
Okay, my first celebrity would have been Robin Williams, just because he was amazing. But I don't know if he would be as funny, because when you're in front of a camera, in front of a crowd, you turn it on by accident. I would love to hang out with him and see what he was like. The perv side of me goes Hugh Hefner, because I'd fucking hang out in a Playboy mansion.
Yeah, I can see you and
Yeah.
I can see you and Hef together. Man.
Oh, I would totally have a smoking jacket. I have a robe that
Yeah.
occasionally I'll put on just as a joke
Yeah.
and just walk around in my robe and just be like, I don't have a pipe or nothing, but I could totally, in the prime of it, be right there with Hugh. We're on a first name basis. I don't know if you know.
Oh, I
We were, at
actually,
least.
celebrities, I actually met Ron Jeremy.
Fuck
Huh?
Fuck
Ron Jeremy. Fuck Ron Jeremy.
Well, this was before he did what he did, but
Right.
this was
Right, yeah.
actually...
No, I fuck Ron Jeremy not for that reason either.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. Not that it's okay. Let me rephrase. Hold on. That's not okay. But that's not the reason why I hate Ron
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
I met Ron Jeremy also.
There could be a clip of one of the earlier shows that we did that we're going to release of Don going off on Ron Jeremy.
Oh, interesting. Well, I met him out in Arizona.
Okay.
They were opening. They have chain porn stores out there. Fascinations.
Yes.
I don't know if they're still around.
They are. They are. Fascinations, Castle. There's a couple.
It was a grand opening for the one that I lived near, and he was going to be there. And I waited in line. I got my picture taken with him. I met him. He was.
Did you shake his hand?
I did, and then I Cloroxed my hand.
Yeah. Right,
He was
Good
one of
move.
the
Good move.
right. Right.
foulest people I've ever stood
He's
next to.
disgusting. He's a disgusting human being.
Absolutely, but it was still cool because he's like a hero of mine.
Right. He was a
Or
hero.
was a
He
hero
was
of mine.
a hero of mine as well.
Yes.
Until I met him and spoke with him. I actually, and I won't get into too much details this way when we release the show or the clip or whatever, but I met him. I used to work at a gentleman's club in New Jersey, and he was there, and I approached him, and we had a conversation. It was a very short conversation because of the way it went, but yeah. And then ever since then, fuck Ron Jeremy.
I can get behind that.
Many have, but I, not literally, but figuratively.
I got you.
Okay, so yeah, I would have to go with Hugh Hefner, and or Robin Williams. I think would be awesome just to hang out and just to see what life really was like doing that stuff.
Yeah. I can see that only because I know the Ron Jeremy story. So him ruining that part for you,
Right.
living it up with Hugh would be the. Yeah.
That's the clincher. Swinging it back, baby. Let that pendulum swing like other things. What about you, Dave? Do you have an answer for that or no?
For a celebrity that I would like to hang out with,
I think I know the answer.
what do you think? It's not Mark Hamill.
No, it's not Mark Hamill. No, but it's up that right there.
What, in the Star Wars realm? Who do you? All right, let me see.
It's
Who do
another
you think-
George.
Oh, George Lucas. That's right. Yeah, there you go. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Because I think I might have actually even said that myself. That George would be the guy that
one time, yes.
I would love to meet, just to pick his brain and just, you know, revel in his. Not that he was great, because not all his shit was awesome, but that's your creator of Star Wars, man. You know.
I know, and we know how much you love Star Wars. Obviously.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No. Christ. What about you, George? You have a celebrity you'd like to meet outside of Ron?
Yes. I'd love to hang out with Ed Sheeran.
Okay.
Just because he probably parties like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just to hang out with him one day, just to see what he does. And I like his music, so.
Right.
Mhm.
Was he the one that was dating Camila Cabella? Or was
Oh,
that,
I
no,
don't
that
know.
wasn't Ed Sheeran. That was the other guy. I was mixing up my artists.
I don't know. But I just think
Okay.
he would just be like, just follow him around his hometown, all the
Right.
pubs, and
Yeah.
just like that Galway girl video. Just do that, but with me instead of the girl.
You can identify as the girl that day, and you can be the girl.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Okay, yeah, good.
I didn't picture you as an Ed Sheeran kind of guy.
Well,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I just didn't, you know.
I shut my music off when you come over to me, so
Is that right?
He's a pirate. He's just playing Metallica
He's over.
when you're around.
It's like, shit, Dave's coming, click, mute.
well, yeah, I don't want you to be scared of me.
All right, what other questions we got?
All right, this is a little complicated one.
It's okay with me.
Do you and your wife have a word or phrase for when you want to get naughty?
No, we have different words for different things. One of the words that we have is ding. Just ding.
Ding.
What ding means is we're on a topic, we're talking about something, but we have to sidebar real quick because we want to get something out that we just thought of real quick, but it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. So we say ding. So if me and you were talking about like, oh, ding, tomorrow we have to do this, that, the other, ding, and then we're back. So it's almost like a pause in the conversation, and then we bring it back. So we
Okay.
have the ding, and then we have a phrase whistle that we use, which is when we were first started dating or first married or whatever it was, the honeymoon stage and everything else. We're trying to express how much we loved each other. I love you more than love. I wish there was more words than love, and yeah, you know, all this stuff. And then we came up with this thing, whistle, which is WSTL, which is a word stronger than love. So now what we'll do, and I've even posted it on some of my recent posts and stuff like that.
So
Put
romantic.
love you, whistle you, which is I love you more than love itself. So that is an expression that we have just to express our love for each other. But to actually have adult time, no. There's occasional look or a head nod or, you know, whatever, but there's no actual like word like bazooka, like nothing like that we've ever come up with. No.
Oh, it's just because my wife she'll get like hooked on a phrase, like, oh, it's time to whatever.
Okay.
And I said to her the other day, I go, you got to change it up because A, you say it all the time, and B, it makes me think of something completely different.
Right. If that phrase and that word are the same, it's no good because
You get
she's going to
confused.
want you to cut the onions, and all of a sudden you're trying to get a little doo-doo.
You're taking off your
Why are
shirt.
you crying? Is it the onions? I hope so.
Yeah, so we're in the process of trying to find something new that I can tolerate and she can remember. So
Okay.
I was just curious because
I would
No.
say she's in the mood for a banana.
she hates bananas actually.
So that would be perfect. She would never say it other than that time.
Yeah, but she won't remember that. She'll be like, I
Okay.
hate bananas.
Right. Okay.
So
Ours are more like a mumble or whatever. I'd be like, you know, tonight, honey, you know, and she'd be like, well, if you want, you got to do something around the house, and I'm like,
oh, you got to work for it.
Oh yeah, I got to work for it, man.
Sorry.
There's always something behind it. If I want the treat, I got to work for it.
You should be behind it. Just saying.
But I thought you were the treat.
That's right. Hello.
So
What a tasty treat, Dave.
Yeah, but my kid is always around, so it's like we can't really. That's why we grumble because eventually she'll catch on, because
Right.
she's 12, so she's starting to get to that age, and she's catching on to shit. So
Hey.
she'll start to catch on to the grumbles too. So
6 more years, you can kick her out.
I know. I told her that. I'm a bad dad. I've told her
You may
that.
come back occasionally, and then you got to kick him out again.
But she really
played that game.
She really pisses me off, gets my nerve. I'm like, babe, you only got 6 more years. What do you mean? You're out. You're 18.
Done.
No.
18 and gone.
Runs right to mommy. Mommy, can I stay?
Yeah, you can stay with mommy. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have any keywords. Sorry.
No, that's all right. Just like I said, it was something that me and my wife had a discussion last week about it, and
Right.
I didn't know if we were the only ones that.
No,
How
there's
to
a
come
lot
up
of
with-
people. I believe there's a lot of people that have it's, and it's funny because years ago everybody would be like, "Oh, do you have a safe word? Do you have a safe word? Do you have a safe?" Because we were younger and everybody was just having sex, so it wasn't that, you needed to say, "Hey, do you want to have sex?" But now that we're older and we're married, we're not having sex like we used to. So now we have to say something to get sex, not just go, "I feel like having sex." Hey, what are you doing? All right, let's hang out. Okay, click. Like now, it's different,
You,
and
you
now
almost
you
have
have
to
to have
schedule it.
something. Exactly,
You almost have
it's
to
got to fit the
schedule it.
schedule.
Like tonight, maybe. Okay, we'll see how I'm feeling.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I always tell my wife, strike while the iron is hot. If you're ready, I'm ready. I don't need much warm up.
That's what
Right, that's good.
I tell mine. I said, when you're ready, come get me.
That's it.
I'll
That's
need
all you need
30
to do.
seconds. Yeah.
We're good. The game is on.
Yeah. Exactly. Unless I'm playing a game online,
Nope.
I can stop anything.
I will pause it. Nope, paused. I used to
Yeah.
tell the guys that was one of the only excuses you had for being late for work is
Yeah.
if you were having sex.
Mhm.
That was it.
Yep.
Other
Yeah, I
than
don't
that, you should have made it on time because there's nothing else that would stop me.
Yeah.
I don't think our work would let that fly.
Yeah. No.
No, that's why I was a cool boss.
I'm not sure what that is anymore. So.
It's the joys of being in construction. You can have a little bit of wiggle room.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have no wiggle room.
No.
Yeah.
None whatsoever.
All right, so what else do we got?
All right. Let's see.
How many questions do we have?
There's 5 altogether, so we got 3 more.
Okay.
All right.
This one's kind of, who are your top 3 current comedians and your top 3 old-timey comedians?
Top 3 current. Oh, I've been watching Matt. What the hell's his name? He does a
Rife?
lot. What's that?
Matt Rife. He's very
Yes,
handsome.
Matt Rife.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a young kid, right?
He's the young
Yeah.
one coming
Yeah,
up,
he's
and
good.
he's going places. He's doing really good. Sebastian
Sebastian.
Maniscalco. I like him. His last special, I wasn't as excited about it as his earlier works, but I've seen him in person, and he was funny. And Jim Jeffries is funny as hell.
Is
I don't
that
know if
the
you know
English
who-
guy?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know who that is.
he's funny as hell too. Those would be 3 of my top right now that are still out doing stuff and going places and stuff. Top all times, Robin Williams, number 1, hands down. Always one of my favorites. Don Rickles was funny as hell.
Oh, yes. Yes.
He had some great lines for years, and he kept his mind sharp for a long time, and he was good. And I'd have to say, I don't know if he's a comedian. Mel Brooks with his comedy was phenomenal
Yeah.
as a writer and stuff like that. But he also was a producer and everything. So I don't know if he'd be like more of a stand-up comedian, but I think he was one of the greats.
Yeah.
Abbott and Costello.
Who's on first?
What's on second? I don't know. Third base. I think those would be the tops for me.
My old time would be Carlin, number 1. George
Carlin
Carlin.
was
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Carlin was good.
Loved Eddie Murphy, and I loved Richard Pryor. Those are my top 3. Current,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bert Kreischer cracks me up.
Yes, that was the other one I was thinking about right now.
Yeah.
His storytelling is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And he's got a new special that just came out on Netflix. Also, I haven't seen it yet or anything else, but I'm gonna check that out soon. But he is funny. Yes.
Andrew Schultz cracks me up, and then
Andrew
that
Schultz is good.
Yeah, that kid that you were just saying, was it Mike?
Matt
Whatever
Rife.
his name is.
Matt.
Him. Yeah, I see him on TikTok all the time, and he cracks me up on there.
And Dice. So. I mean, Dice was
oh, Dice too. Breed. Yeah, but he's
good. So the other day, right? These Dice was fun. I've seen Dice a couple times too. He was a lot of fun too.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Who do you got?
I like Andrew Schultz. He's funny.
Okay.
There's this guy Jeff Leeson. He's a Canadian guy.
Eh?
Goes all over the place. He does these small ass shows.
Okay.
But he is just, his crowd work is unbelievable. He's so fun. Like, I cry laughing at his stuff.
Okay.
And Matt Rife, because he's all over the place. You can't avoid him.
He's very quick.
Yes.
Matt is very quick, and he used to hang out with Ralphie May, and I think he used to open for him a long, long time ago. And I think just his quickness, he's been doing it for a long time, and I think he's finally coming into his own where he can be on stage and he's comfortable, and he can anybody that gives him anything, he's got an answer for.
Yeah.
One way or the other. And usually it's off-putting and it's slightly discolored, but it's funny as hell. And he doesn't mean anything by it. He's just having fun. Yeah. And I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All-time, Richard Pryor, George Carlin, Robin Williams, Don Rickles.
Yeah.
You know, can't really go wrong with them.
No, not at all.
That's a masterminds right there.
Dave Chappelle, but I don't know if he's modern or old timey, or if he's kind of in the middle.
He's kind of in the middle. Because he was there with the Chappelle show, and then he disappeared, and he came back. His new shit is still funny too. So
he's always been funny. Yeah, I don't know if I'd say he's one of the greatest, but he always makes me laugh.
Yeah,
but I don't know if he's one of the greatest. But he's definitely a master of his craft.
Yeah, you're not disappointed when you listen to one of his specials.
Not at all.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got next?
All right, next one. If you could be a professional athlete in any sport, what sport would it be? And if you could play for any professional sports team, what team would it be?
What sport would it be? I'd be a professional bowler. No, I'm only kidding.
Yeah, right.
And here's the problem with me. I go, football, you don't play a lot, but you make a lot of money.
Make a shit ton of money.
And you don't play a lot. Baseball, you make a shit ton of money. And you get a lot of ass.
It's all about the ass.
I don't know. It comes down to money and ass. I mean, those are the two things I've chased my whole life. If it didn't make me money or it didn't get me laid, I didn't have anything to do with it. I would have to go. I think baseball, and it's weird because watching baseball isn't one of my greatest things. But Dave see me play softball and whatnot, and it's hilarious because. I can play a lot of sports. I'm very athletic, but I shit talk the whole time, and I'm just busting everybody's balls. Like I'm just having fun.
I have like when I go out there to sidetrack. When I go out there on vacation and they're playing softball, I don't play. But I sit there and I laugh my ass off at the whole thing. It is fucking entertaining.
If my wife and I have a team again, I will record some of the shows and stuff, or some of the shows. It's like a
some
show.
Of the games.
Some of the games, and you can see some of the shit. It's hilarious because and the bloopers of who misses and who whatever. It's all for fun. I could care less because it's all for fun.
Right.
But as a professional, I think I would have to go baseball, and I'd have to play for the Yankees or something because that. Or I always enjoyed playing basketball, and I play for the Knicks. But that's because New York. I mean, that's New York's New York, and that's always got my heart. So I'd have to either be a basketball player with the Knicks or a baseball player with the Yankees.
What about you, Dave?
That's a tough one because you got to go with the prestigious, like, you know, football, the Dallas Cowboys. That's America's team or whatever. So, you know, a quarterback on the Cowboys, you know, like Troy Aikman or whatever.
Who takes ED pills? No.
Yeah, he doesn't take ED pills. Leave him
alone.
He does not.
I don't know. I don't know where I found that from. I'm sorry.
But like him, Emmitt Smith, man, like back in it was the 90s or whatever, that they were that. Right. The Yankees, you know, Derek Jeter and stuff like that. You know, can you imagine? If you were Jeter You know how much tail you could get. You're playing in the biggest baseball city, and you're the hottest commodity. What?
Side note, I know somebody who hooked up with Derek Jeter.
Oh, God. Of course you do.
She worked at Scores. But if you don't know what Scores is, it's a gentleman's club in New York.
Gentleman's club, yeah.
Yeah, all the athletes and big shots go to. But she hooked up with him one time. But he used to give away packages, baskets, afterwards to all his girls.
Like a party gift.
A party gift. Here's a basket for you. I had a great time.
Really?
Thank you. Yeah.
Wow.
How high class is this guy? Where he's getting one night stands or flings or whatever, and here's a little something for you.
Take home package.
I don't know what was in it,
Right.
but how cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
I didn't give anybody anything.
Yeah. No, I think I would have to agree with Don. Yeah, I would love to be Derek Jeter on the Yankees. No.
Yeah.
That would be phenomenal.
What about you, George?
Mine is baseball, just because I love baseball. I mean, it's a long season, but just being out on the field,
Yeah.
I'm imagining is great. I've never been on a professional field, and probably Miami, just because I hate the cold.
Okay.
I like the heat, or Phoenix because I like it out there.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's definitely baseball.
Okay.
Don was damn near. He went to a game the other day. He was damn near on the field.
Yeah, I got lucky in my life where I have a couple of jobs or whatnot where I'm able to get certain tickets sometimes, and it's literally first row when Goldie was playing for the Diamondbacks.
Oh, nice.
We were sitting front, like first. It was dugout, cameras, us, first row, and we were fist pumping him. And I remember one of the plays, his first or second at bat, he got a double, and we thought the guy sitting with us, we were like, he could have had a triple. So the next time he came up, one of the guys I was talking to was like, Goldie, we really thought you were going to go to third on the last one. Why didn't you go for a triple? He's like, yeah, I was getting a little winded around second, and I wasn't sure if I was going to make it or not, so I just decided to make the double. Like, I'm talking to Goldie while we're playing, like he's playing a professional baseball game.
That's great.
And I was fist pumping and saying what's up to like.
Yeah.
So that was, I mean, that for me, like I said, I would never really watched a lot of sports. I don't watch sports on TV a lot. Occasionally, I'll watch a Jets game if Dave's over and we have to watch a Jets game.
Yes.
If he's not over, it never happens.
It's not on.
It's not on. So for me, I don't get like starstruck by these guys because I don't even know who they. If they walked up to me, I wouldn't even know who they were.
Yeah.
But sitting there, and in the last seats I got was behind home plate. Like I was probably on TV or whatever, stuff like that. Like I don't even know because I didn't watch the game.
Right.
But like the seats, some of the seats I get are incredible. So to watch this show or watch the game like that, it's awesome. It's a game changer. So it's really I got lucky because they're expensive, and I've never had them myself or gone. I've gone to games, but in like New York, I'm a bleacher creature. I'll go out there and I'll hang out in the bleachers.
But it also helps that the team is probably not that good. So because I'm assuming they're not going to give you these tickets if
everybody wants to go, right?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, but
it benefits that the team
against
sucks.
The Yankees, when they were playing against the Yankees, I was sitting right next to the batting circle, and I was wearing my pinstripes.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I was sitting in the D-back seats.
Yeah.
And I'm in my pinstripes, and I'm like, let's go Yankees.
You got a lot of transplants out there, so that's fine. You can get away with it out there.
Yeah, they weren't so happy, but I didn't get shit. Oh, well.
Side note about this, my buddy works for Sony. He lives in San Diego, and he sits 2 or 3 rows off the field for Padres games.
Oh.
And he's taking pictures from his seats, and it's just like incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a picture because when Goldie wasn't up, he would lean up against and me and my son are looking at each other like down in the front, like he's blocking the whole thing. And my son put his hand out like he was gonna grab his butt, and I took a picture of it and stuff like that. I'm like, this is hilarious.
Awesome. That's fine.
All right, next question.
All right. This is the last one, George?
Last one, yeah.
Last
one.
one.
All right. If you got kicked out of the USA, what country would you move to and why?
Russia for the vodka. No. Little babushka, I'm looking for the vodka. If I got kicked out of the USA, I always said I wanted to go to Brazil for the women. So I thought that would be awesome because it's always about the women. You know this. Because I think the scenery would be amazing.
Right.
But if I actually had to live somewhere, I would probably go to Italy.
Okay.
I'd go back home and to my people, and we make the wine, and we have a good food, and we have something to eat, very nice. But yeah, I would probably go. I would go to Italy, and then just try and live off the land a little bit different than it is here. This is so. I don't know. This it's just different. So if I couldn't be here and I had to go somewhere, I'd probably go Naples or something like that, where the food is incredible. The Bay of Naples is beautiful. Like, it's such a nice place. The people are usually really nice. So I would think Italy, just because that's my heritage. And Napoli. I look at myself, I'm wearing the Italian hat. Like, hello. So I would probably go to Italy, just because. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to set up shop anywhere else. You know, China would be cool for the technology and stuff like that, like to be out there and deal with all that. But it's so crowded and so, like, I don't know. I would have to really look, but Italy would be my first choice to go. Like, okay, we'll go here. I'll live either by the vineyards, or I'll live off the land, or like I said, in Naples or something like that, where you're right by the water too, and you're just hanging out, having a good time. What about you, Dave? What do you got?
Probably one or two places, either Australia or back to the motherland in Ireland. Either one of those two.
Okay.
That's where I think I would go, just
Okay.
to see what the roots are. But
Right.
Australia, I just want to, I don't know, have random.
Would you want to live there though and get kicked by a kangaroo?
Yes, I would.
There's a lot of dangerous animals out there, Dave.
A lot of dangerous.
That's all
A lot
right.
of dangerous animals.
My wife doesn't even want to visit because she's afraid of them.
Is that
I'm
right?
like,
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, all right, me and my oldest will probably go. leave
I don't even
leave
think
the wife
I'm
at home.
afraid of them.
What's
I
that?
see videos on them.
Of
I don't want
what?
to go because I'm afraid of the animals out there.
They can, yeah. Yeah.
Spiders are giant.
Oh no, they're like this big.
Big head. Terrible.
See me with a hammer everywhere. What about you, George?
Netherlands.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a
Netherlands is
good
beautiful.
one. I didn't even think of
Beautiful
that.
out there. Yeah. I've never been there, but I've seen lots of pictures and it's beautiful.
Neither would I. I've never been there either, but it just seems like it's a very chill place to live.
Yeah.
It's different.
Okay.
I think the host from The Amazing Race lived or came from there. I think. I could be wrong.
Did he? Okay.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
Okay. Fact check.
But they're always there, and it
Right.
always looks nice.
Okay.
So.
All
And I
right.
think-
Well, if you guys.
And
Yeah,
I think
right.
they film. I think they film a lot of movies in the Netherlands too. I could be wrong on that too, but whatever. All right.
Dave's just spitting out bullshit.
I'm spitting out
everywhere.
bullshit.
He's just making up shit as he goes. Yeah, and then they also,
I'm bored. I didn't have to do anything this time, so I'm just spitting out
they make
bullshit.
beer over in the Netherlands. They're number one in the green factors, and
Spandex pants comes from the Netherlands.
he's just making shit up. I love it. Hey,
Okay.
that's my job on the show.
I'm sorry.
There's lots
You're
of
the
dongs
fact
in the
checker.
Netherlands.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, if you guys have questions, maybe you can get on the show like George did. So if you do, send it to him. Shooting it straight, WDC@gmail.com. Dave will get them and read them. Or maybe you will. I don't know. We never know how this show's going to go. Flying by the seat of our yoga pants. Anyway, guys, thank you very much, George. Special
Yes.
thank you for you.
Yes,
We
sir.
appreciate
Thanks
you
for
hanging
coming,
out with
bud.
us today
Oh, I
and
appreciate
having
it.
some fun. Hopefully you had some fun. Did you have
I
fun?
did. I did
Good.
have fun.
Because even if you didn't, I was going to say you had fun anyway. No. All right. Thank you, guys. Everybody, hope you have a great week. See you next time. Enjoy.
Peace, everybody.